So, you have seen a lot of people, me, you, and everyone just scrolling and skimming around your phone, watching those reels and shorts all over Instagram and YouTube just to relax our minds. But you also know that it doesn't relax our mind. It is just a brain rot. It just by watching that cringe stuff, you are just wasting your time, sometimes 2 hours, 4 hours, or more than that in a day. In a day, you are just wasting it, just don't getting any knowledge, and you are just scrolling around that fun dance reels on some songs or anything or some brain rot content which you everything. I'm not against of that. Everyone watches that, and I am also in my leisure time just watch it and just be relaxed in my mind. But sometimes, if it's more than a limit, it's definitely addiction, and you have to accept it. Even I am also addicted to it in a kind of a little extent, but definitely. So I think it's time to skip this and start a new thing, which is definitely used and in a different way, but in a useful manner. And if it is done that way, you will definitely get a lot of things by it, and that is reading, which is, according to me, I am a reader, and I definitely agree with that. It is one of the best thing in this world which you can experience, but for that you have to start it, and you have to put your phone on hold for at least some time, because if you do that for half or 1 hour and just read a book, you will get a lot of knowledge by it. So in this video, I will tell you some reasons and some books to hold that reasons, so you can skip your phone and that brain rot content which you definitely watch in a day, and just read and experience something good and knowledgeable. So hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and if you are new here, do press the subscribe button, and if you like the video, do press the like button. So in today's video, everyone, even I am also just watch a lot of reels in a day. Sometimes you have seen, I think, reels on Instagram that you have started watching reels on 2 a.m. and now it's 4 and you don't even realize that, because you definitely don't have any intention for that. You are just doing that without any intentions. You just want that, and you that have that thought in your subconscious mind that I will keep my phone after that one. But that one doesn't come after 2 hours or 1 hour at least, and you're just doing that and ruining your eyes. So that's a bad thing. Definitely, I'm not against of it. You can do this and scrolling and skimming around reels and just relax your mind. Definitely, while you are traveling somewhere, you can't do anything else. You can, but in that time also, I prefer to listen music, because these things you just rot your brain. They are definitely enjoyable. They give you entertainment. They will give you fun, but after a limit, they are addiction, and you have to accept it. And they just got you are just got so addicted to it that you don't even realize that, yeah, you are just wasting your time. So today I will tell you some books that will just make you fall in love with something that you will enjoy, and you will get a lot of entertainment rather than watching those funny cringy reel on Instagram rather than reading something that will give you a lot more. So for that, I have four genres here, like four main reading genre. If you are a core reader and you can't read a lot till now or today in this hectic life, these will help you. And if you are a non-reader and you just want to start fiction, and you are a beginner, or you want to read books and experience that reading world magic, these books will definitely help you. And these are the books which I have in my starting of my reading journey. I have read them and fallen in love with reading. Like, I have read now not more than 100, but definitely like prox 100 books in my lifetime all over. And this journey of my 2 to 3 years of journey of reading is just incredible, and I want to share with you all to start this journey also. So let's start this. The first book is belong to the genre of thrillers. Definitely, if you want to skip this phone and this real content, you want something fast paced, because you are now stick to that 30-second like scrolling, which you've done a lot, like watching that reel and you just scroll down it and another one and scroll down it, and that doesn't make you to concentrate on a book which is so thick, or it's a literary fiction or something else genre of fantasy world which has a lot of new world explanations and setup. So I think you should start your reading journey if you are a beginner and you want to skip this one with a thriller. And I have one of my best recommendations for it. If you want to skip this phone and start reading, this is the best book you can start with because it's a thriller. It's a story of a woman who just posted a review of a book, and now the author of the book is against her. He started stalking her and he is now on a vow to kill her. And this all happens in a one night. Like in a one night, she's alone and on an island. People live miles away from her and she can't even call anyone. And you just will all know this in this book, which approx 200 to 300 pages, and you won't miss this book because you can't put it down. After starting it, you can't put it down because this is so incredibly written and done. The book is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This book is well written in a so thriller slasher way that you will enjoy it. You just if you just watch those movies of like people stuck in a situation that they are just not known about anything and they are just very confused to what to do, and they are now on a vow of might be killing themselves or might be murdered by anyone else. So you are going to love this book because in this psychopath is just want to kill her, and you just will be attached to the character after reading this book and her past also and all of the traits of her, and you will so attach and you want her to be alive and want that psychopath to be dead. But it's not easy in a normal home which is almost no one else live there, around miles away in an island. It's not easy for her to kill a psychopath. So you will see this in this book. It's a thriller which will give you an adrenaline rush that you will enjoy all over the book, and you will not able to put it down. And that this is the start of this reading journey, because after this you will just dive into genres and genres and genres and books and books and books. But it's a good start definitely for a thriller genre, so be with it. The next book is from the fantasy genre, but very easy, not having that vast world building and all. It's a very easy fantasy book which is set up in a modern world, New York, and it's a modern fantasy and a story of two witches family. That is the Antoine's sister and the Petrov's brother, which are rival from each other. Definitely, it's a fantasy and they are witches, so definitely they are very rival to each other, that's all. And you will the magic system in it is very simple. They have a little bit of magic and it's not explained a lot in the book that you will just get a strain in it. The mystery and that revenge part of this book, I haven't shown the cover of you. The book is One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. This book says romance, rivalry and revenge, and I think the rivalry and revenge part, romance is definitely fine. Every fantasy is almost a romantasy, having the subplot of romance in it. But having the rivalry and revenge part in it just make this book a 5 star for me, because this book is written in such a way that you indulge in that revenge and you want to keep reading it, turning the pages, and it is written in that act form like a Shakespeare book. Of course, it's a retelling of also a Romeo and Juliet, so you will enjoy that also if you like Shakespeare book. But that revenge and rivalry part just make this book special, because that part will not let you to keep this book down and just pick up your phone and scrolling your reels again and watching that cringe stuff. No, it will not let you down, because you will think about this book all the time. What will happen next? What will uh, the characters do in the next moment, and you will just keep thinking about that. So for me, this book is a great start for you in a fantasy genre, even in a reading world also, because it's very simple, it's not difficult. From the very first page you will be very hooked by the book. So it's a very good book and you can start with. Now, if you are a person who just wants something jolly, something funny, and not like this revenge slasher bloody things, and you just want to enjoy something cozy and something simple. So these two books are from genres of literary fiction and romance. The first book is from the romance genre, which is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This book is very maturely written. It is about two people, Brianna and Jacob, who works in a hospital, in the same hospital. Definitely, now you know how the romance started. They work in the same hospital, but definitely they don't like each other a lot because of some experiences of them, and you just enjoy some clashes of them at the starting. Jacob being the anxious and that innocent man which every I think girl wants is like a man who is very innocent. He has those anxiety issues. So if you have them, you kind of connect to him very much, which I also did when I read the book. And I love that part of the book because it's very maturely written from the perspective of Jacob. You definitely got the POV of both the characters, and when you read Jacob's perspective and you have those anxiety issues, you definitely connect to it because from first page, that overthinking part, it's just incredibly written. That's an extra point for this book. The romance part, which is so sometimes it is slow burn and so well written, like you will enjoy them because the characters are very mature. They are 30 to 35 years of age, and Brianna is having her divorce, and Jacob definitely have a breakup, and now they are that mature person that they just don't do that cringe stuff which you might read in some romance novels, which they don't do in this book. That's what my favorite part is, and it's definitely not a non-spicy book because it has almost 1 to 2 para of spice, which is very minimal, not so graphic, and that's what I also enjoyed in this book. And you will enjoy it also because it's slow burn, it's fast paced, it's jolly, it's some kind in a way it's blushing also, but in the same way it's mature and very emotionally written. You want to start after reading these two books, if you want to start with a book which have some character depth, some emotions, you want to connect to the characters, and you want to know what a book does to a person, you can start with definitely this one. And now, the favorite genre of mine, the literary or contemporary fiction or historical fiction. I am not recommending you a book from the historical fiction genre because definitely, if you are in a noob in a reading world, you might have difficulty to read a historical fiction, and definitely 90% of the people just don't like history in their school and not even like historical fiction. So I prefer you to start with literary or contemporary fiction. The book I have chosen for this genre is Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano, which is my also first book for this genre, which I have read. And this book is about four sisters. That's it. That's it. This book is only about four sisters, their life, their complexities, their relationship among each other, and definitely a man which just come in their life. All these five characters, that's it, all this only. If you want to start this genre, you want something simple, definitely, but with a tint of drama, laughter in it, so you will enjoy this book because it has that family drama of five sisters and their parents and that man and then his parents and all of that drama and stuff going on between them, and you will enjoy it with a lot of emotion, depth, and vulnerability because it has the characters which you cherish for, you love them and you root for them, you fight for them that the other character is not doing right to this, and you are just having that emotion in you because you feel for them like the way. And I think it's a great start for you to, if you like books like this. I have read this book after a thriller or mystery, and this is my second book when I started my reading journey. So you can also start your reading journey with this book. It's a very beginner friendly book, definitely not for teenagers. Sorry, all of these books are not for teenagers, but if you are above that age and you want to start your reading journey, skip that phone for a little bit of time and learn something new, something happy, which makes you to feel something in your heart, not just rot your mind with that not wasteful but definitely not a very useful stuff. So you can try this book or any of these three. And that's it for this video. Any of these books you can pick, either this, either any of them, and just start reading, because reading is the best thing you can start in 2026.